Welcome to the Bronx Journal. I am your guest host, Steven Diaz. Latin music has roots in the Bronx. Many famous salsa artists and dancers started here, and the dance group known as the South Bronx Kids is a prime example of our Latin heritage. This group of young performers bring their mambo and intricate moves to the stage wherever they go. With us today to tell us more is the director, Tessie Marrero. Hi, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
All right, first off, I would like to ask, who are the South Bronx Kids?
The South Bronx Kids is an organization that services kids in the community with artistic services, such as dance and music.
All right. And I know, so how long have you been with the group?
Well, the organization started in 1964.
1964, all right. And how did you become the director?
Well, basically, I was a member of the South Bronx Kids since I was
You was
2.
a member?
Yeah.
It's 2? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right.
And then from there, the actual director of the organization retired, I would say maybe 17 years ago, and she asked me to take on the organization, and I've been doing so since.
So it's been around for basically like around 40 years, you would say?
Over 40 years.
40 years, all right. And when you start classes, who teaches the classes?
Well, what basically happens is that we work with our senior students where during the week they work on choreography, and then on weekends they actually become the instructors. They work on the choreography, their own choreography is born within the actual students.
Oh, that's awesome. And I will say, I know there's a lot of dance groups out there. What's the difference between your group and any other dance group out there?
Well, basically, you know, I applaud anyone that's doing anything for the kids in our community,
right.
Whether, you know, they're doing dance or music or whatever may be their field. But what differs us a little from all these other dance companies is that we're a free-based program. We charge nothing, and we service hundreds and hundreds of kids throughout the year.
Oh, wow. So do you inspire, like, for other people for dancing? Do you inspire?
Absolutely. Dancing it's a sport. It keeps the body healthy. Right now, you know, we're working on awareness and children diabetes, and through the art of dance, it's a form of keeping kids active and keeping their bodies moving.
That's all right. And so during the dance classes, what types of styles of dancing do you teach kids?
Well, basically, we're working with our forte of dance is salsa, and it's mambo. But we do service with hip-hop classes, ballet classes, and other forms of dance.
So you do the age group, how is it, does it range or?
Yeah, we have children, we service children from the ages of like 4 to like young adults.
All right. The registration was this recently. How did that go actually?
Well, what it is that the South Bronx Kids, it's a performing dance team.
Yeah.
So that actual component of the organization is very small, and it's worked on during downtime. The actual the children that are teaching, they do like a community service type of thing, and they teach other kids that are not part of the company itself.
All right, so the registration, was a big class?
Humongous, yeah.
How do you manage that?
Well, you know, we're blessed with a lot of parents that volunteer and help out in the process. A lot of the older students that are college-based students, they help out in the process of registration. So we have a good foundation and a good group of people that are in the same mission.
How many kids do you actually have?
Well, we've grown very, very large. I would give or take 350 kids in the semester.
350 kids. All right, so is it about maintaining the Latin culture or anything else?
Well, it's not just basically the Latin culture. We like to cultivate any culture that's within the art of dance that we're teaching. So if it's you know, like an African dance, we ensure that the child knows exactly the base and the root of their culture, like Latin and of course ballet. It's a non-denominational type of dance. It has no type of culture behind it. So we kind of sprinkle a little of the forte of all nationalities.
All right. Do you guys get into any competitions or anything like that?
Well, we've done, you know, several competitions, but my motto with the kids is that dance is an art, and I don't like to expose them to introduce them to a competitive scene. because dance for everyone is different. So to put them in a competitive scene, although it's attractive to the young nowadays, it becomes a problem because it kind of deceives the purpose of what I'm doing with the kids.
All right. So out of 350 something dancers, obviously, like some people, people have to have seen you guys. Where have you guys actually performed at?
Oh, wow. We've been in numerous places. We, on an annual basis, have performed at the South Street Seaport. We do a lot of family venues, the 116th Street Festival.
Oh, the festival, the
and
Puerto Rican Day?
The Puerto Rican Day
Wow.
Parade Festival. And for the past 45 years, we've been a main performance act at the National Puerto Rican Day Parade.
Is there any age requirement for you guys? Or?
None at all, none at all. You know, as long as they got a little rhythm going, and you know, we don't audition kids. Like we invite them into our, you know, our family setting, and we teach you how to dance. It's not an audition type of thing. It's a form of building their self-esteem.
All right. So has the group had any accomplishments that?
Well, we've been given citations from the Assembly's office, the Bronx Borough President's office. We've received citations from the Senator's office. We've done a lot of community service, such as feeding the homeless on an annual basis. We give out toys during the Christmas holidays. So as far as receiving any type of awards or merit, I think the awards and merit stand when they are performing and they're engaging and doing the positive things and staying off the streets. That's their rewards and their merits.
That's good. And I know your group is like basically on a mambo group.
Right.
But like I know you guys had like a recent like a making of a Broadway show you guys done.
Oh, absolutely. We were fortunate to have been given free tickets to take some of the kids to see the production of In the Heights.
Really?
And through that, we kind of birthed putting together our own version of In the Heights, and we did it like in a Bronx way type of thing. So it's an 8-minute routine, and everywhere we've gone, you know, people are asking, you know, are these kids from Broadway? You know, not that we're comparing us to the In the Heights cast, but I think the In the Heights cast and that production moved my company into doing better and bigger things.
Greater. All right. So basically, like, how is this dancing like different from any extracurricular activity like baseball? Or
well, it's very active. You know, it's very light on the feet. It's your motor's going. And it just, you know, it maintains the health and children doing positive things. The difference between the South Bronx Kids and baseball and any other kind of sports is that we have a family-based organization. So we maintain the kids doing positive things off the streets, focusing on school and going to the movies together. So it's a tight-knit dance company.
A family
thing.
All right. All right. So like the time is almost up. I would like to have contact information where you can reach you.
Absolutely. You can reach us at 917-214-6698. That's a direct contact to me. For any bookings, we don't charge anything. It's about going back out there and showing the youth in our communities that you can do positive things with your downtime. So you can contact me at that number, 917-214-6698, for bookings, performances. If you're interested in your children coming to take classes, we're more than welcome.
All right.